Into these criminal charges a little bit more, and for that we bring in ABC News contributor Channa Lloyd, a lawyer at the Cochran firm. Channa, good to see you. Walk us through, if you will, how these criminal charges can be prosecuted. As Trevor notes, they are pretty unusual in cases like this, and does it differ from state to state?
Absolutely. It's very unusual in this type of case to see parents charged, and these will vary state to state because there are different laws for responsibility and gun ownership. In Michigan specifically, the involuntary manslaughter requires an unintentional killing that results from either recklessness, criminal negligence, or from some underlying criminal act. Here in Michigan, they also have a statute that parents are guilty of a misdemeanor if they are aware or if they further a child bringing a firearm to a school. So all of this is going to depend on what the parents knew, when they knew it, and how much access and whether he actually was in control of that firearm and they were aware of it.
Something else that may differ from state to state. Many parents buy guns legally and use them for sport with their teenagers. So what's the responsibility of parents, or really for that matter, any gun owner, when it comes to firearm safety?
Absolutely. When it comes to firearm safety, every state has laws that tells us what's acceptable and what's not. So as a responsible gun owner, you should be aware of the gun restrictions and safety measures that are mandated in that particular state. But let's be clear, across most states, there are exceptions for parents that are taking children hunting, because that is something that is very prevalent in this particular country. So there are laws to protect that type of activity. What it doesn't protect is this type of needless killing.
We asked Trevor about the possibility of criminal charges against school officials. We understand parents are pretty upset at the school who sent that suspected shooter back to class after they saw those alarming notes. Could any of those actions constitute a crime?
It could. We need more information. We need to know that what were they aware of? Were they aware that he had access to a firearm? Is it their protocol that when someone is having this type of an issue and it's escalated, that they are to be removed from campus? And did someone make a different decision to send him back into the classroom? We're going to be looking, as this investigation unfolds, at all of that information and whose responsibility it would have been to remove him from campus. But if we find that any of those responsibilities or duties were not handled appropriately, there could be further criminal charges being levied against school officials in this matter.
Yeah, complicated case for sure. Channa, thanks so much for your time.
Always great to see you, Phil.
You too.